Meanwhile, amid the ongoing standoff, Bhutan will also hold its first bilateral meeting in Kathmandu. Remember, Bhutan has not said anything beyond the June 19th statement, wherein it had very clearly and sternly put forth Bhutan's stand on the road construction by China in Doklam, which is a disputed territory between India and China. Sources say both India and China will discuss ways to de-escalate the standoff. It's coming in the backdrop of the BIMSTEC foreign ministers meet. The External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj is present for this meeting.
Since the Doklam crisis unraveled, this is the first time that External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj will be meeting and be interacting with her Bhutanese counterpart here for the BIMSTEC foreign ministers meet in Kathmandu. It is expected that on the sidelines of the BIMSTEC meeting, the two leaders could also have a bilateral meeting discussing Doklam issue, and the border crisis that exists between India and China is also between Bhutan and China. In Kathmandu, Geeta Mohan for India Today.
Also, India Today's Executive Editor Gaurav Sawant joining us. Gaurav, we've seen the tough statement by the Defence Minister, but any signs of de-escalation at the moment in face of China's warmongering?
The rhetoric and pressure tactics from China continue, with the People's Daily saying that window for negotiations is closing. Now, as far as India is concerned, quiet diplomacy is already happening. So this is China mounting pressure on India. So there's one thing that's happening publicly, and that is the Chinese posturing and India's statement that withdrawal, if at all, has to be mutual and simultaneous. But from what sources tell India Today, there is quiet diplomacy that is currently underway. There are proposals and counter proposals, including stepping back some bit. So incremental stepping back. From what reports seem to indicate, India is willing to step back 100 meters. That proposal has also gone to China if China takes similar steps. That's point one. Point two, Chinese media till some time back was reporting that Indian troops were down to about 48 in numbers from 350 is what was initially being reported. Government of India, of course, sources telling India Today that numbers remain the same. The equal number of troops who were there on day one of the standoff, the same numbers remain as of now. But both sides, from what sources are saying, are preparing for quietly establishing themselves there, perhaps if required, through the winters. So before Prime Minister Narendra Modi goes to China for the BRICS summit, either there will be some kind of a compromise and a step back by both sides, or this standoff will continue. But Chinese pressure tactics will not just continue, but as some analysts say, in the months to come, it could only intensify.